Today we are locking in. I am finishing a project today. No excuses. So I'm kind of like learning as we go. This is 2 balls of yarn. Like this is barely a baby blanket at this point. I think I'm gonna go take a trip to Hobby Lobby real quick. Obviously the yarn that I need is completely at the very top and I can't reach it, so great. So let's do some ruffles and get this thing done. My wrist is killing me. Hi all, it's me Allison. Welcome back to my channel. Today you have stumbled upon a very intense crochet vlog. I am challenging myself to finish a full crocheted blanket by the end of today. So I decided I was going to document it because I just feel like this is a very big feat and it's going to take literally all the time that I have today, but it's going to be worth it. By the time you're seeing this, my mother will have had a birthday that has passed, or could be the day of. I really don't remember when I'm going to be posting this. All this to say, today I'm going to be making a crochet blanket for my mom's birthday. She has been begging me to make her a blanket since I first crocheted my sister a blanket, which was my first ever crochet project. That took me eons, okay? I don't think I ever want to look at a granny square ever again. So today I decided I'm going to dive into more like thicker yarn and do more of like a plush blanket. And I found this really fun color changing yarn for Michael's. And I just felt like it was a perfect yarn to be creating a very fun and cozy blanket for my mom's birthday. So I bought 3 balls of this. I hope that'll be enough. I can never tell with thicker yarn like this, but it is thinner than the ones I'm used to. So hopefully like this can get me pretty far, but I love the colors, okay? Like this is gorgeous to me. So I think I'm just going to be doing a basic blanket, no frills, no thrills. I might, depending on how much I have left, might do a ruffle in maybe, but we're just going to be doing a very classic fuzzy chunky yarn blanket, and then we will get that thing shipped to my mother for her birthday. So first things first, I am gonna have to move. I want to get back into my cozy spot. So this is kind of like the other side of the couch is my cozy spot. Thank you. So while we're doing this, I'm also going to be listening to Dolly All the Time by Annabelle Monaghan. I actually don't know how to say her last name. It doesn't matter. I have heard wonderful, amazing, gorgeous things about this book. I'm excited to get into this because I feel like it's such a summer read, summer vibe, if you will. Let's dive in because I need to lock in. The video says this is going to take at least 7.5 hours. So I'm going to lock in and hopefully get this blanket done by the end of day. All right, we've got 100 chains. Video says it has to be an even number. So I did 100. I feel like this is enough to like kind of go over the lap situation. I'm already loving the way that this yarn is looking like transitioning into all the colors. I actually love this color scheme. I might take this into consideration for the next time I think about doing another project, aka like a shirt or something. Like I definitely like these colors a lot. So I might need to find actual like cotton yarn that looks like this because I love her. And this is so soft. This is what I love about chunky yarn. One, it makes it so much easier to see the stitches. Also, it's just so soft. It's so soft. I'm obsessed. Okay, I'm gonna go keep watching my tutorial and make sure that I'm doing this right. Let's get into it. So I'm about an hour into this crocheting blanket feat. This is what we have so far. This is crazy that this is an hour's worth of work. Obviously, I have the full thing. So now that we're an hour in, I want to give you a little bit of a synopsis about the book I'm reading, Dolly All the Time. We have, obviously, our female main character, Dolly. She is a hustler, okay? This queen has about 3 jobs. She's a single mother living in Boston and also like single-handedly like takes care of her family who live in Rhode Island, okay? So every summer she goes to Rhode Island to kind of check in on her father and kind of mentally not their brother and kind of like make sure things are all okay. She stays for a couple weeks. She goes home. She visits every often to make sure they're okay, things like that. Well, unfortunately for this summer, she is having to stay the entire summer because her childhood home did have a slight fire, and now she's kind of like helping her dad pick up the pieces as well as like kind of helping him run his business, things like that. Unfortunately, she did find out that they have to get their whole entire roof replaced or they will be kicked out of their house, okay? She obviously does not want that to happen. This is her childhood home. She doesn't want to like lose the memories that she has associated with the home. And so now she's trying to figure out a way to like cough up 50 grand. While helping her father with his like fish business, she delivers some shrimp to this very rich family in their town. They also have a son who's around her age. She's 39, by the way. So she's like fully an adult. He unfortunately is just kind of like a high figure. Like he is like being plastered all over the like front page of the New York Post, things like that. And he just went through a very horrible and terrible and very embarrassing breakup, as well as at this point, he does have a flat tire in which Dolly helps him change. While she was doing that, they did get photographed. They were posted once again on the front page of the New York Post. So now, for some reason, we don't know why, like he's being very secretive, but for some reason he needs to be involved with someone. Like it has to look like he actually is involved as far as his career goes. He basically asked Dolly to be his fake girlfriend for a couple of months and he will pay her whatever she wants. Okay. Obviously, she's taking this as an opportunity to help fix her family home, but she also doesn't know if she wants to actually do that or not. And that is where we have left off. Okay. Number 1, Stuart is very much described as like the hottest man on the planet. There was a quote. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she basically said that there was like electricity sizzling off of his skin, which is just such vivid imagery to help you understand just like how beautiful this man is. And the thing about Stuart is that he's also kind of a legend between her and her friends. So this is an opportunity in which like she actually doesn't think she can pass up, but also like it is a little weird having to pretend to date a guy you don't even know really. Unfortunately, like he is completely desperate. Here's the thing. I do love rich man, poor girl. That is a trope that is going to hit every single time. And that is what we're doing here today, as well as fake dating, which is just beyond words. Seriously, so good. So I'm going to keep going. I just wanted to give you guys a synopsis and kind of like an update on that because I kind of went into this book a little blind. So I'm kind of like learning as we go. So this is where we are so far. I'm actually like loving the way the colors are looking. I am excited to see what this is going to look like as a whole. But like, I like the way that it's very sporadic. Very like, what's it called? Like popcorn? Like pop. I don't know. I feel like that there's a word for like how like the colors are just kind of all over the place. Anyway, this is what it's looking like so far. But let's get back into Dolly All the Time. Just like that, we have finished an entire ball of yarn. I am a little nervous that the 2 I have left is not going to be enough to make a blanket. I might have to go back to Michael's and pray and hope they still have this. I bought this yarn about 3 months ago, so I am just a little nervous that perhaps maybe they don't have it anymore. I digress. This is the progress we've made. It's been about 2 hours now, and I feel like this is pretty good. Okay, like I went through an entire ball in 2 hours. It's not bad. So that means I have roughly 4 hours left until I run out of yarn. Since we're here, I will give a little update about our precious Dolly all the time. I am really enjoying myself so far. As I said, we are doing fake relationship at this time. The thing that I love the most about like a fake dating trope is like the guy always has something he needs to be working on as far as like relationship goes, and the girls are always like, okay, this is how you woo a woman type vibe. And love Stuart to death right now. Unfortunately, like he is just a bit stiff and just like not affectionate at all, like in any capacity, not with his words, not with his touch, nothing. And so Dolly's like, King, like you really need to like work on this. And she started to like kind of give him some examples as to like what he needs to be doing in order to like, you know, be like a loving partner and whatnot. And I just like know that's going to come back to bite us, and it's going to make me have butterflies. While he may be like a little stiff and like just a little like, you know, not really somebody you can joke around with, he seems to love joking around with Dolly. Being with Dolly is so low stakes in like a good way. Like he is very comfortable with her and has been since the beginning, which is like obviously something that he is not accustomed to. That is also one of my favorite tropes of all time. Micro trope, if you will. Really stiff guy who actually can open up pretty flawlessly with like one girl who's just completely different from him in every single way. I'm obsessed. I'm going to finish this row, and I fear I am going to need to take a nap because I am completely exhausted. But after my nap, we are taking the show on the road. We are going outside. Okay, a girl needs some fresh air. I'm starting to get a little stuffy in the house. I need some fresh air. But let's finish this row first, and then we'll do that. Hour 3 of crocheting, and this is the progress we've made. I'm actually really impressed with the progress. As you can see, I did come outside. Unfortunately, this chair is on its last leg. Like if I like move one more time, like all of the springs are gonna pop off and I'm going to fall through. So this will probably be the end of my outside time, which is okay. But I have about 3.5 hours left on my audiobook of Dolly All the Time, and I'm really enjoying myself. From where we are so far, Dolly has been really pushing Stuart to kind of get out of his routine and embrace the fun things in life. Even though he is a man of routines, he's actually okay with it. And it like literally takes zero convincing from Dolly to do so. So like it is blatantly obvious that he's obsessed with her. He also has been like practicing trying to compliment her more, because that was like one of her qualms. She was like, you're horrible at complimenting. Like here's kind of like the framework. This is what you should do to compliment people. So every time he sees her, he says the first nice thing that pops up to his head, and every single time is like, your legs look amazing. Like he's obsessed with her legs, and he's getting more and more like intentional with his compliments, and it's like starting to make me feel like my heart does skip a beat, if you can believe it. So now I'm at the point where she is like meeting his family. They obviously do not know that this is a fake relationship. The only person that does in his family is his younger sister. So she's trying to like basically convince his family that they're a good match. But she's obviously freaking out, but I think that they just really go together very well, even though they're not the same at all. Like, there is nothing to pretend about because they get along so well. And what's interesting about these two is, like, they're obviously older. They're later in life. She's 39, right? He's about the same age. Like, they are, you know, in the later seasons of their life. I just find it so endearing that they are like so childlike together, even though they're obviously older. It's endearing, seriously. All right, I'm gonna go in. It's also kind of hot, so like it is time for me to go in, and then I'm going to do another hour sprint and meet you back. All right, we're 4 hours in. I have officially finished my second ball of yarn, and this is what we have so far. I do fear I do need to go get more yarn. I'm sick. Like, I really thought 3 was gonna be enough. This is 2 balls of yarn. Like, this is barely a baby blanket at this point. So I think I'm gonna go take a trip to Hobby Lobby real quick. No, actually, no, Michael's. I got this at Michael's. We're gonna take a trip to Michael's and pray and hope that they actually have this yarn still in stock. Obviously, the yarn that I need is completely at the very top, and I can't reach it, so great, now I have to find someone. Is there nothing more embarrassing than asking someone to help you get yarn off the top shelf? How embarrassing. Okay, so we're back. Why was 3 balls of yarn $40? If my calculations are correct, that means that if I use all of the yarn that I bought, this will be an $80 blanket. Just wanted to put that out there. Crafting is supposed to be fun and cheap, and it's fun and expensive, okay? Like, this is an expensive hobby, I fear. I'm not sure if I'll use all 3 of the yarns that I bought just now. I definitely will use at least 2, but 1 was like my fail-safe, because if it doesn't take 6 balls, like, I'm done. I'm calling it after 6. Okay, I'm not buying any more because that's way too much in this economy to be buying that much yarn. Okay? As of now, I have about 2.5 hours left of Dolly all the time. Our man Stuart is in love with her, and he has actually made it known that he wants something more with her than what they're doing now, something real. And she's just so in her head about it that she can't fathom the thought that someone so rich and attractive wants her. Totally fair, by the way. And so she's kind of like self-sabotaging herself, because she wants all the things that come with it. Like, I want to hold your hand and kiss your face, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I can commit because I've been burned in the past. She does have a lot of trauma from her baby daddy. Okay, so there's a lot going on there. But the thing is about Stuart, he is a steady, reliable, loyal man, and that is starting to show, and she is starting to realize that maybe something could actually happen for real, which is exciting. The thing is, I have a feeling, and I am hoping, that we get a screaming love confession soon, because up until this point, Stuart has been very put together. He has a very patient hold on his emotions, okay? Like, he does not show how he's actually feeling other than joy when he's with Dolly. So I'm waiting for the tipping point, okay? I'm ready for something. I'm ready for that bubble to burst, because I want him to scream from the top of his lungs that he's in love with her, okay? And I have a feeling we're getting there. I do. I feel like we will get there. But for now, I'm going to keep crocheting. I'm not going to leave this couch until my audiobook is finished. So we're parked for 2.5 hours, okay? All right, here is the final reveal of 3 balls of yarn. Okay, obviously this is not enough to be a full blanket. So I am glad that I did go to Michael's and pick up some other yarn, okay? My wrist is killing me. So I am going to have to call it a night. But this is about 8 hours of crochet work. And I'm very proud of her, seriously. I am going to have to make this a 2-day excursion because like it's not done and I am like determined to finish this thing before Monday morning. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to pick this back up and we're going to finish the dang thing. Okay. We're going to finish the dang thing. Hi, so it is the next day. I am already going back into crocheting this blanket. I do want to get it done maybe today. I don't know if that's actually going to be a possibility, but we shall see. I did want to give you guys an update because I did end up finishing Dolly All the Time last night. Guys, why was it just so cute? There was nothing super crazy or unique about the story, and yet it made me feel so many good, fuzzy, fluffy feelings that a romance book should make you feel. In the end, I ended up giving it 4 stars just because I felt like at the end, I wasn't necessarily completely in love with Seward anymore due to the 3rd act breakup that just like didn't need to happen, and it did, and it was all his fault. So I honestly I felt like that was a bit of an annoyance that like just didn't need to happen. And so for that, I ended up giving it 4 stars, but I actually really did enjoy the book. I can see why everyone is talking about it. It definitely was just a really good like summer read. But now as I'm finishing off this blanket, I think I might just watch a little TBE if you guys don't mind, because I really do try to have a good balance of like reading, TV, and other hobbies and such. And I haven't been really watching TV that much. Not that that's a bad thing, just saying. And I'm feeling a little bit of withdrawals. Also, the show that I've been watching will be taken off Netflix at the end of the month, and I have 2 seasons left. Don't know if I'll be able to finish it, to be honest, but like if there's a chance, there's a chance. So I am going to turn that on and just like let it run. I'm going to dive into that and just really relax this afternoon and see how much I can get done before the day ends. Okay, so this is about 10 hours of work, 10 hours of crocheting, and it's like finally reaching the ground. I think that honestly, I could probably do 1 more ball of yarn and it could be a complete blanket. Honestly, look how good it looks so far though, right? Like the colors look so good. Unfortunately, I am heading out to another event, so I don't think that I'll be able to finish this today. Like I really thought this was going to be a 1-day project, and it seems as if it's probably going to be a 3-day project. But that's okay. That's okay. We overestimated our abilities, and at least I think I'm confident enough that I can actually do that. I've been humbled. Anyway, I'm loving the way that this is looking. And I am so close to the finish line. I can literally see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I will be finishing this tomorrow. Without a doubt, tomorrow this thing will be done. Okay, so it's been a couple of days. I used another full ball of yarn. And I think the bones of this thing is completely finished. So let's take a look. It's going to be this way. Hi. Okay, so this is the full. Okay. It comes up to like right here. So like I don't think it's gonna be meant for like an actual like full-size blanket, more so of like blanket for the couch or like a lap blanket. But I do have 1 more ball of yarn left. So I think I'm going to do like a ruffle border around this entire thing to give it a little something something. And then I think we'll be done with this. Unfortunately, you are just gonna have to see me sit right here on this couch again because I am not getting up until this thing is completely finished. So let's do some ruffles and get this thing done. Okay, I finished the blanket, ruffles and all. This is her. I actually do love the way the ruffles turned out. I feel like it really did add something to this piece. And I'm so glad that I am officially done with it. This took way longer than expected. The video tutorial that I looked up did say it was going to take me 8 hours. It took about more of like 14 hours, if you can believe it. But I am officially done with this blanket, so I'm going to get it packaged up and sent to my mom before her birthday. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This has been a very like calming and cozy video for me to film because I've just been like so go recently. So I really just needed some time to like really just relax and do some like mindless crocheting, and I feel like that's what this blanket was for me. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you don't mind, I'll leave social media links down below. I have Instagram, TikTok, Goodreads, so be sure to check out those links if you don't mind. But for now, bye guys.